the Nigerian people yearned for my return to the Senate. It was because of the way I stood, not just for our people, but for the people of Nigeria. I championed the cause of equity and fairness and inclusiveness in that Senate at that time. Than that with time, because we are not prepared for this rainy day. The president removed oil subsidy to the approval of all and sundry, because we know that the oil subsidy regime is the source of so many problems in Nigeria. And in being a president, I wanted to please the masses and attempt to give a breathing space to the economy. He removed the subsidy, but the management of the fallout of that removal was not planned. You know, if you don't produce, you cannot control prices. We don't refine these products in Nigeria, so there's no way we can regulate the prices of petroleum products. It's only when we are producing it that we can fix the prices and bring it down. The problem we have is corruption. Corruption has eaten deep into our fabric, that people who are directors in many agencies of government are taking this country for a ride. They know the correct things to do, but because of their pecuniary interests, they sabotage the local efforts being made in this country. Because how can a responsible Nigerian not see through it that very simple thing that can be made in Nigeria, you have recourse to international procurement? You cannot do that. If we continue to do it this way, this country will never become anything. I know that before the war, Japan was rearing its head up. Things made in Japan were rejected in the Nigerian markets. Japan. Today, Japan is a world power, both in technology and everything. So this meter we're talking about, 70% of the content can be sourced locally. Plastic, the cover for these meters are plastic. And they can make these plastics here. The electronic part of it, the meter, is just about 20%, you know, and they are readily available. They can be outsourced and brought in, and you have a complete meter. So we cannot continue. We just received the list today, and we're expecting to see the people come before the Senate for screening. They will answer questions, lots of questions, because these ministerial positions are not for patronizing people. We are looking at those who will be able to serve the Nigerian people. There's so much suffering in the land, and anybody who will come to head a ministry must be somebody who will apply himself humbly to the needs of the Nigerian people, so that will help the government to alleviate the sufferings of the masses of this country. We pray and ask Nigerians to be patient with the level of hardship they're experiencing in Nigeria today. The government is in transition, and the new government is down there, and the National Assembly has been inaugurated. We're just taking a short break. We will reconvene on the 4th of July. And when we resume, I assure you it will be a beehive of activities, because most of the people I found in the 10th National Assembly are people who will work for the Nigerian people. I feel that we are here with you to visit this erosion site. This place is a section of the Onitsha-Owerri expressway. You can see where we are standing now is already a deep gully, and the one lane of this expressway. This lane has gone down completely at this section, remaining only one lane the other side. And if you look at this place, you'll see the threat to the other lane, because in a very short while, this place will collapse into the remaining lane. And this expressway will completely cut off. Vehicles will not be able to come here anymore. There is no guarantee that that other lane will survive another 2 weeks from what we have seen here. We've seen the depth of these gullies, the collapse of the other remedial works done in the past. So I think this place is beyond even the state government to control. Because right way down, even factories behind here, some of them are already collapsing inside there. Like this cabinet chief, Okom of OFR. His factory is down there, and he just pointed at it. Nobody is sure how long that factory can stand there, unless an emergency work is done. This place is a major gateway to the east of Nigeria. The second Niger bridge is just down there. So all the vehicles coming from western Nigeria, from Lagos, coming into the east and going to south, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, River State, Imo State, Abia State, all these vehicles come through this route. So it is something that government needs to do an urgent action. The good thing is that I'm back to the Senate, and by God's grace I'll be there for 4 years. I will continue to look for those areas the people I represent have not been treated well, and all those areas government of Nigeria has not been able to get it right in trying to build and foster national unity. The only way you can cause division in any nation is by trying to discriminate some people against some people, maintain discriminatory policies in government. Government should be there to take care of all people of Nigeria, and without more, the government should be able to practice inclusiveness, not only in the appointment of service chiefs, in several other things government will do. So we will be there waiting for the president to continue to submit list of his appointees to various positions, including ministers, heads of commissions and agencies of federal government. We will continue to ensure that the president observes the federal character principle, which provides that every part of Nigeria will be accommodated in activities of government. And I want it to go this way, is that everything that comes to this Senate, we try to come together and avoid crisis and controversy. Even Senator Tambuwal, you had said was speculated to be, he came, tried to make a case in the end. But when the lists were read out, he said by himself, he accepts. That is the spirit to work. Instead of calling for further agitation on the matter, he said he accepts, and he congratulates everybody. So it shows you that we are ready to give and take and work together in the interest of the Nigerian. These are the issues we are going to tackle in the 10th National Assembly. We cannot suffer xenophobia in Nigeria. An Igbo man in Nigeria should not be treated as an enemy in any part of Nigeria, particularly Lagos, that the Igbos have developed, invested so much resources to make it a model city and a very viable commercial city at that. The Igbos must be left to live in peace in Lagos. Even this platform that has been appointed the United Nations mayor for world peace is a platform with which I can engage the people of Lagos, including the government of Lagos State, but particularly the president of Nigeria. When we go back, we are going to tackle this issue. No Nigerian should be discriminated against. There's nothing like xenophobia in a country. People suffer xenophobia and other foreigners suffer xenophobia in South Africa, but not in your home state, in your home country, in your nation. It cannot happen. We're going to tackle this very seriously, and I'm sure by the time we begin to engage the authorities, the government will move immediately and put an end to it. And the case of Igbo people are
You know, I'm going to do this in the town. No, I'm going to do it. I don't people. You don't have to know. I got no black. Don't tell me. Oh, so I saw you that that's the I'm taking before you now. My relationship with people will be equal, and the solidarity will also be equal among our people. So I thank you very much.